Hello and welcome everyone, I'm C.S.Gilmore and this is Liminal Dimension. This should be a single episode. It's a very short game, but yeah, it's a cheap game, like $4 on Steam if it's not on sale. And yeah, it explores some really interesting concepts. It feels like this is probably something that would maybe eventually build into a future game or maybe a future concept. I'm not sure exactly how to put it. I actually played it earlier, mostly because there's one thing in here that I'll explain when we get there.
In his
But
journey, man discovers that what seems to be an end is merely a beginning.
it triggers like 70 plus achievements, so Steam would just pop, 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 pop for like a couple minutes, and I wanted to get that done out of the way real quick.
Ready?
Yes, the pulse is still stable, but we will start shortly. Do you understand what is about to happen?
Heart stopped. Flat on the monitor. EEG dropping. Brain inactive.
Exit. It's the key. Don't forget. Exit.
Got some trippy vision like this occasionally, so I don't know if that'll be a danger for some people with epilepsy or not. I think about
Harry
it.
found himself in an elevator in a mysterious hotel whose location was unclear. The surroundings in the elevator were strange and unsettling. In his head, a mysterious voice still echoed, "Exit. It's the key. Don't forget. Exit." Harry was staring at the buttons on the panel, searching for the number 3. Every move he made and every sound associated with the operation of the panel intensified the feeling that something strange and unseen was present in this place.
Okay, the voice line doesn't quite match what was written, which is a little odd. But it, like, same meaning more or less, but a little different. Impossible ink. In some ways, I kind of wonder if this is like a little game to like explore some concepts, tell a story, and be like a resume builder for a game developer. Like I said, it's very short, but it's interesting and it looks kind of strange. Funky picture. It does save the game regularly, and you can just save 8 times, so that is a nice touch. If you like did have to like get up and walk away, you didn't want to keep playing all the way through right at one sitting. I think that's different than the last time I played. I wonder if that's actually based on... Is that actual time? Huh. That's displaying the actual time right now. Like, it's 10:16 for me right now. That's interesting. I wonder if it's using my computer's clock then to determine that.
The loop doesn't end where you see it. Maybe that's exactly where it starts anew.
Alright, so the main thing for this game is you're going to see a lot of repeat stuff as you go through loops, but exit is the key, so always move in the direction of the exits.
The loop doesn't end where you see it.
Yeah, you see it's going to go through this a few times. Just saved. And ooh, it's different.
Exit. It's the key.
Holding shift, you can run. Thankfully, you don't seem to have stamina, so it's easier to just keep going. You can crouch to
We weren't the
beat
first. Someone has been here before, experimenting. But what they discovered overwhelmed them.
Put the foe down and look to the right. And you see the exit signs over there. So I gotta go back. It's a little hint there of turn around, go this way. Alright. I don't know what this is about. I'm guessing it means I have to go 5 times to move on to the next thing. So, exit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It changed. Okay, so that is definitely what it is. Now we got 2 exit spots. Oh, I noticed something's wrong with that exit sign. The eye is weird. This one's normal. Alright, so now we got false roads. And no more notes. Probably one more time. There we go. It changed again. Now, I do want to take a little time just to look at this. Like, the artwork's good. The voice acting seems to be pretty well done. And how they handle some of this is actually kind of cool. I really like the look of it. It probably did take a long time to build some of these assets and make
It
them
all
look
started
good.
with innocent attempts to cross the boundary of life and death. Now we don't know what is what.
Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. I had that line.
Everything was fine until we started to return. We were returning, but something came back with us.
Yeah. I guess ultimately you could view this game as a walking simulator, but it uses some interesting...
Everything was fine until we started...
It uses some interesting mechanics, and it's sort of like an escape room in some regards. It's interesting to see how they handle it and where they go with it.
Everything was fine.
Okay, that's still the same. Let's take a look at this. Can't see much about that with the reflection. I do like that I don't seem to have stamina, so I can just keep running. Oh. Okay, getting caught on these doors is a little annoying, so gotta have a step back. All in all, I think I got this. I'm not sure if I got this game on sale or not. Whoa, it just made me turn around. Okay. And yeah, we're out. Hello?
Hello, you're looking at the screen, and I'm looking at you. There's no escape.
Thank you, dude. Oh, you moved. I like that I can look through it and see see stuff through its design. I feel like this would have been really cool to use as a mechanic if they had done something where things actually looked different through it, and that affected things like maybe I don't see the exit sign unless I look through and then can look at the right spot to see where the exit sign is actually pointing. That would have been a really fun thing to play with that. Probably would have been hard to do though. Like, I have no idea what the programming involved there would be. Oh, time to turn around. Ooh, okay.
Do you know what will happen when you close your eyes?
We just fell through the matrix. Press space to jump. Okay. Boing. Okay, this is kind of annoying actually. The movement here is really slow. Odd concept. there would just be water played like suddenly everywhere, and this is here. Ah, okay, it just flipped me around weirdly there. I'm not sure what that deal was.
Have you heard about Project Lumen? They thought that the light of death was just science, but they forgot about what lurks in the shadows.
Okay, jumping doesn't really help you much, movement-wise. Alright, that was weird. So we gotta keep going for the moment. Definitely does an interesting job of playing with the liminal space concept. Ooh, but it also doesn't... I don't know.
This place is not random. It was used, tested, until the test got out of control.
Uh-huh. So why are we here again? Like, I don't know, some of this just feels strangely... Like, it uses a weird...
Hello? Am I in your head, or are you in mine?
Alright, so now I guess we're in the computer person, or vice versa.
Have you heard about Project Lumen?
Alright. But, so yeah, now our vision's gonna be really weird for a while. As we look through a TV, I guess. Otherwise, everything seems the same. Yeah, they definitely were going for a liminal space type of feel. And I would say they accomplished that, the liminal experience, and they explored some really cool concepts. But it also doesn't have, like... I don't know how to explain. It doesn't have the spookiness that a lot of liminal stuff seems to carry. You with me, Bandy? Having a scary dream? Okay. What? Ooh, okay. Flashing light. Alright, that's the way to go now, it looks like. I just want to get a better look. Yeah, that exit's a fake. And the lighting is getting weirder. Alright, oh, now that exit's a fake. So here we go. Weird having the reflections.
Do you hear me?
In that.
In this dark place, our minds intersect.
Ooh, weird vision. I wonder what's up with the picture. Alright, that's the exit. There you go. Now, it took me a little while to notice the eyes being weird when I first picked this game up, and to figure out that, oh yeah, it means don't go that way, actually, it's a red herring. Funky vision. This way. Could do without the water, I will say that. Would very much like to not have all this water here. It's really kind of annoying to go through.
Have you heard about...
No, that's still the same. It's a very trippy experience, I'll give it that. Come on, keep going. Not that way, keep going this way. Hopefully we should be out of this issue here pretty soon. when I first played here, I got stuck in this vision for a while because I didn't realize about the key thing, or the eye issue with the
know you're
fakes.
playing, but what if it's not a game?
I think they were trying to go for some sort of metaphysical thing as well with some of this, concept-wise. I don't feel like it quite reached that, if that makes sense. Like, I know the story here from what we've all been seeing here, is the idea that they were experimenting with life and death experiences, and some area between life and death, and then coming back from it. And that's what this is all about, is some weird liminal middle ground. And like that weird TV entity is something we interacted with. Alright, now we go this way. I know this because I ran in this hallway for a while. Alright. Now, I don't know if you could just leave here or not right now. Let me see if I can. Yeah, so you could just leave right now. But the thing that triggers like 70, 80, whatever achievements, possibly a little more, is just grabbing this. Doing that, and suddenly you get blue, blue. It's like all of them say, they have like different letters and numbers on them. I think they count up to like, I forget what they count up to, but they count up with, that's a cool effect. But the, how to put it? Yeah, it gets really annoying with all the updates on Steam for all of it, so I wanted to be sure I skipped that before the recording. I'd seen something mentioning it when I was checking some reviews and whatnot. Oh, we are picking up speed. Faster and faster and faster we go. Interesting music effect. Okay, this could possibly trigger some effects for people. Just because not necessarily because it's blinking, but because and flashing, but because we're just moving so fast, it gives that general strobe effect. We are going max speed. Okay. Oh. And now we slow down. Gotta go back the other way. Now we're slowing down. Or how they set that up to like speed up and then slow down exactly program-wise, that's a little different. That's a fake. Let's go this way.
I saw how they do it. They enter the loop to see what's there, but they never came back the same.
You returned, but is it true? Think, is the world in front of you the same one you left?
I think it was a fun game, like as a fun concept, a different sort of take on some of the walking simulator stuff. Remember this. Weird person. Weird room. Okay. I don't know what the send score bit's about. I guess it's like, how long did it take you to get through? Not gonna mess with that though. Alright. So yeah, that was Liminal Dimension. Like I said, short, sweet, cheap game. If you liked it, maybe pick it up yourselves, support the developer. I think they have a bunch of other stuff on Steam that they've been working on and exploring similar liminal type concepts. Though I may have to look into them, I don't know yet. Yeah. So, little teeny liminal game. But uses some creative mechanics I don't usually see too much. With how they changed it up, like, it was basically a walking simulator. All we did was walk and interact with a few things. No major puzzles, other than the, hey, where's the right exit? But everything changed up just enough to keep it fresh for the most part. So I imagine it would get really frustrating if you didn't catch on to, oh yeah, exit sign, and oh wait, there's fake exit signs. If you didn't catch that, you could really get messed up. There were also a few parts I remember when I first played here that, where it's like that wary with the wheelchair and multiple hallways, where besides not noticing the fake exit sign thing, I also was a little confused as to, like, wait, is it the exit sign is right here? Does that mean go down this hallway, or does it mean go this hallway? And then do I go left or right at the end of that hallway, etc. and so forth? And it was more of a, just not quite catching on to what they were going for. Anyway, I wanted to share that though, because I had it. I wanted to do some more of these little shorter videos, shorter games, and kind of bring to like some of these less known games. Yeah. All in all, I would say I did like it. It was I feel like it was maybe a little short of being like really, really enjoyable, but it was enough to be intriguing and short enough that I didn't get bored with the concept before getting to the end. But I do feel like it fell a little short in trying to, it felt like it was trying to be deeper, like with the concept of life and death and everything like that, and the world between that and coming back, a little change and what's reality. But at the same time, I feel like it was going for something that it maybe fell short of. Or maybe that's just me, I'm not sure. But cool concept. I'll put a link in the description to the Steam page for everyone, just like I usually try to do. I know there's a couple times where I haven't, and especially with some of my older videos I probably didn't. But I'll try to put a link in here just so you can check it out for yourself and maybe check out other games by the developer. Since Steam's usually pretty good at linking those. All in all, though, I don't know. Where would I put this at? Concept application, gameplay-wise, no glitching that I noticed. Really, like, nothing that wasn't meant to be the way it was. Give it a good 7 out of 10, possibly, just because... Maybe an 8 out of 10. Just because it was decent, and, like, everything looks good, sounds were good, clear, everything was good delivery-wise. It just... something... I'm not quite sure how to put it, felt like it was still missing a little bit. It did hit that sweet spot just right. But I'm not quite sure how best to put what that is that would have crossed that gap. But I do appreciate the effort that went into this for sure. Like I said, it looks good, and I like that they did try to put some story and everything in there to kind of, one, give it a sense of progression, and also just to explore the concept of what they were doing with this. But it feels like maybe a build-up to a future project. Like, it feels a little bit like one of those things where a developer will make a bunch of little games, they explore a few concepts, and do a few mechanics, as they build up their skill set and experiment with things and figure out what hits and what doesn't, what works, what doesn't, and then eventually they would apply like all the things that they learned from these various little games into a bigger game down the road. Well, like here, and it's a cheap game. It was only a few minutes. It didn't take long to get through, but it was like it's $4 and on sale. I think it's on sale currently for like half that, at least at the time of my recording. And so a little something to help support the developer while they work on other things. And if you got a pile of these little games for cheap, then you still get a good experience out of it, probably for about the same amount you'd pay for a bigger game for the same amount of time period you put into all of them. And I don't know, it's an interesting concept of, is it too short? Is it just right? Huh. Anyway, I've rambled on enough with this. I am curious to see whether I may have to look into what else this developer has done or is doing, and see if there's anything else in there that I'd be willing to poke at. Because it has definitely got potential for, like, they could do a lot of stuff with this. But that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like, hit subscribe to keep up with new releases if you haven't done so already. Otherwise, have a great night. Take care. Bye.